He picked up another case.
Yeah, I was made aware of that.
We haven't done PC on it. I don't know anything about it. So coming up, Mr. Villasana. Oh, okay. I took away your privilege to drive because of the cases that you had picked up. You came here asking, please, please, I can't do anything. I want to drive. And now you've picked up a reckless driving.
I know you're not.
Stop.
Don't say anything.
Let me express my disappointment, Mr. Villasana. I have repeatedly asked you to abide by bond conditions, insomuch that I ordered you not to drive recklessly, race, anything of this nature. And now another reckless driving.
I told you, this is not the.
And just,
That's it for trial. This is not the day for you to make any comments concerning the new law violation.
we are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir. Okay, so if you don't mind reading what happened on the newest case, please.
Yes, Judge. On April 25th, 2025, in Orange County, Texas, a law enforcement officer was informed of a street takeover and went to the location and observed the defendant performing donuts in the parking lot in the middle of a crowd of people and vehicles. The event included approximately 5 donuts within a crowd of 150 vehicles, and he got within 10 feet of striking vehicles to people inside the pit of the takeover. The law enforcement officer saw the vehicle, leave the location, initiated a traffic stop, and identified the defendant.
So they locate they what about the vehicle now?
They saw him from the distance. They saw him doing donuts, and they saw him leave the location, and they followed behind him, and they initiated the traffic stop.
This is not.
Mr. Villasana, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case, and I'm now ordering you not to drive. If I find that you drive, and I don't care what it is, I can have a contempt hearing. You can be facing an additional 6 months in jail and a $500 fine every time you drive. Because you did the exact thing I asked you not to do repeatedly. I am now revoking your bond as well, and I'm putting you in jail.
Can I say something now?
You cannot.
That's a
You
lie.
say something to me in this year and out that year, third case.
That's a lie, though. What they said I did,
Stop.
it's a lie.
Look at,
So, am I gonna get a bond?
yeah, I'm gonna set your bond.
I could pay a bond.
5,003 on the first two.
Oh,
5,003 on both.
on both cases.
5,003 on the theft, and then 5,003 on the racing. Did he get a PR bond on the reckless? Do you know? Let me see.
It's on bottom there, right?
Yeah, no, he paid a surety bond. He got a surety bond on that one. Okay, I'm gonna leave that one as is. The newest one I'll leave as is. The other ones,
5,000 and 5,000. Okay.
was this at night?
Judge, looks like it was.
So, hey, Roxanne, on Mr. Villasana, no drugs, no alcohol. I'm putting him on a curfew with a GPS monitor so he's not out at night, 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. No driving, no weapons.
Consider it house arrest.
I don't know. I mean,
For Judge, I would object to the house arrest. But, house arrest is no reserve for people accused with felony offenses.
yeah, I mean, I, at least let's not have him out in the middle of the night, at night, and then a scram on the other one so he's not drinking. And then I think that's it. And then we'll pay the fees for everything as well.
Okay.
Which case we had, that's on ticket?
He paid a surety.
On the record?
No, oh yeah, on the reckless, yeah.
On the reckless, it's
Yeah.
surety, but the first, The racing, race on
Yeah, that's why we're working the first two, 5,003, and then, okay?
Okay.
Thank you so much for
Thank you,
coming.
Judge.
I know that you're busy upstairs and it's a little bit more high maintenance, so thanks. Hopefully now's the. All right, good morning, Mr. Narcisse. So you're charged with unlawful carrying of a weapon. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
On April 20th, 2025, in Harrison County, Texas, a law enforcement officer was dispatched to a disturbance of a weapon call at a hotel. The hotel staff said an unidentified third party alerted them that the defendant had a weapon. The defendant was detained, and a witness told the law enforcement officers the defendant had a backpack behind a bush prior to the law enforcement officers' arrival. The backpack was recovered and a handgun was found in the backpack. The defendant is currently 19 years old.
You like Skip. How do they know the backpack was his? What was he doing wrong?
There was a witness, Your Honor, that stated that they saw the defendant hide the backpack behind a bush. And the hotel staff was able to identify the defendant as the individual that they were told had a gun. And that's what the officer.
Was he just standing while black or something? What's he doing wrong?
They were just alerted.
No. I'm going to find no probable cause in your case, Mr. Narcisse. Be careful, man.
This right here is a crucial moment. The judge found no probable cause to hold him. That means the evidence, as presented, wasn't strong enough to legally justify the arrest. But instead of just letting him go, the judge gives a life lesson. It's a rare glimpse of the system trying to prevent crime, not just punish it. What do you think? Should judges do more of this? Drop a comment below.
So many out there out to get you, put you down. You know, you're 19. Do something with your life. Don't become a statistic. Hang tight for me.
How you doing, Your Honor?
Man.
I was just appointing Mr. Walker this morning. Judge, I just spoke with my client. It seems like, I was trying to figure out, so is the court asking him to come back in 2 weeks or?
Yeah.
Okay. And the
Come up,
reason-
Mr. Walker. Shh.
The reason why I'm asking, Judge, is because I spoke to my client. It seems like his younger brother was murdered 3 days ago. So his whole family's dealing with a lot of grief and funeral planning. He's trying to be there for his family emotionally. So I'm not sure how long this grieving process is going to last, but right now.
I don't know about any of this. I have a lot of people that tell me things.
So
All I know is that you've not been working. I don't want you using, and I just want you to be productive. That's all I want. I'm not asking you to split the atom, do anything crazy. Just be an upstanding person. That's all I'm asking. I get that you may be grieving, but the world your life doesn't go on hold forever. You need to continue and work and do life. Does anyone rely on you? Do you have kids?
My kids rely on me.
How many kids you got?
I got 4 kids.
4 kids? When's the last time you've had a job?
I was just working, but I got my license. My license got suspended, so I can't drive a box truck without my license, sir.
Those 4 kids don't stop eating because your license got suspended. They don't stop getting clothes on their back because you got your license suspended. Their lives go on. They continue to eat 3 times a day. They still need clothes. That's why.
Judge, maybe I was wondering if there's like an alternative solution we could do, like maybe if you could send me proof that maybe he's taken an effort to look for work, but
The
not.
other thing
not
is
coming
this,
forward.
is that I want to drug test you because
That's fine.
I'm ordering you and I don't want you to be using illegal drugs while you're on these. All I'm asking is that you be productive. That's all I want, especially if you have 4 little mouths that depend on you. It's not fair to them.
Yes, Your Honor.
You know what I mean? That's why.
But my little brother just got killed, so I'm grieving right now. I get what you're saying too. You
I
gotta
understand you're grieving,
where I'm coming from
but
too.
they still need to eat.
They taken care of though. They're taken care of. No, I don't know because
So it does seem like my client has some type of like custody rights. Maybe he has a right to visitation, but he doesn't provide for them. So it seems like they're being taken care of, Judge. I understand that my client wants to be productive.
You are man enough to have 4 children, then you are man enough to work and provide for those kids. No one else should have to.
Whoa. The emotional whiplash in this courtroom is intense. First, the defense hits us with a devastating tragedy. The client's brother was just murdered. You feel for the guy. But then the judge masterfully pivots to the cold, hard reality. His 4 kids still need to eat. This is the brutal calculus of the justice system. Grief is real, but responsibility doesn't disappear. This is peak courtroom drama.
Should have to take care of those kids.
Yes, Your Honor.
And that's just the bottom line. So I'm bringing them back in 2 weeks, and I want to see what you have done to get a job.
So what if my brother's funeral on that day? So you want me to come to
I
court?
will give you the day after. I'll give you a couple days after. It's not a big deal. I will let you pick the day, Mr. Walker.
Or could my client send proof and I can show you, Judge, that he is applying to places or making an effort to get employment, so therefore he
I'm gonna
can
drug
stay
test.
within-
I'm
Yes,
gonna
Judge.
drug test. So look, I'll give you 3 weeks. It's not a big deal, but I just want a real concerted effort. That's it. I'm not asking for much. Okay, thanks. 3 weeks. Come up, Miss Iwoma. She's skipping, she's testing positive. What are we supposed to do?
Judge, I don't know.
Jail. That's what we do.
She could maybe have an ankle monitor.
But what's that going to do? I mean, she's still consuming. You're charged with DWI second. I ordered it out to you, so you either don't care about bond conditions or you have a problem. I don't know what to do. But obviously, no means no. Not only are you testing positive, but you have 19 skipped tests. So I'm going to assume all those tests mean that you continue to. I don't want you to, nothing is required for you to say. I'm just telling you that at this point in time, I have to revoke your bond. You're forcing me to. She goes with you.
Ron, would you consider setting a new bond?
Yes, I know. Can I have some?
Bond is set at 2,000 now. I'll set it at 5,001.
No.
Come on. Set it at 5,001 and then council.
Let me approach, I just couldn't hear.
I'm gonna set it at 5,001. I'll only go up, half. But, if and when she does bond out the next time, I'm gonna put an ankle monitor on her, so she's not
Yeah.
skipping. And then there's nothing to say really. Just please admonish her that if it happens again, this time it's gonna be
Much more severe.
right.
But the bond is gonna be set at
5,001. You mind? Please. Yeah. Okay. So what'll happen now is at some point she's gonna bond out again. She'll get another 7-day setting. She'll have to come in immediately, and then we're gonna order her now to have, the scram device put on her ankle. Okay?
Okay, then, that's it.
Yeah, okay, thanks. Morning, Mr. Coates.
Good morning, sir.
How are you?
Iffy.
You're here because we had to issue a warrant.
Yes, sir.
It's the only way we get to see you. We asked you to do things, you told us you were gonna do things, promised us you were gonna do things, yet
Half that reasoning is on my aunt because she is my ride to most of these things. And she couldn't help me out. I got into it with her, with my sister, over some money issues. Because remember when I was working at Dave's? So after that, she was like, you got to leave, because she wasn't trying to hear nothing I was saying. And I wasn't being disrespectful or
I
nothing.
wouldn't want to either. But
But-
it looks like you're already starting to blame everybody else.
I'm not like,
But you are.
yes, sir.
At the end of the day, it's all
On me.
on you. When you have the heart, when you have the will, You can do damn near anything. If you really wanted to, could find a bus, could call a friend, you know, could take an Uber. You
It's
can-
hard when you're watching two kids, sir, and working. I was watching two kids, my baby brother and the kid that's mine but not mine. And I'm working. And also, we had a deal on me doing my GED. I was working on that. There is proof for that. Literally.
We don't have proof of anything.
The other lawyer, that other lady that was in here, I forgot her name, but she was seeing somebody else. That was my first court-appointed lawyer. She has that proof. She showed y'all that the first time.
That was before you got on probation, dude. You're supposed to continue with it.
Before I got on probation, I thought I was on deferred. This was while I was on deferred. The deferred deal was if I did that, I was getting off of that in 3 months. That's exactly what you told me, sir. I'm not lying. I'm not trying to bring nothing back. I'm not trying to argue. I understand where I'm wrong.
I get it. I get it.
You know what I
The
mean?
problem is, in this world, you're only as good as the proof that you have. If you don't have proof, you have nothing. So you tell me this, you tell me that. I ask and I have staff that tells me, okay, this is what he's done. This is what he's not done. He hadn't even shown up once. You didn't even show up once. Did you get your offender identification card? That's the first thing that you got to do when you even get on a deferred. You literally done nothing. So what now? I truly don't know how to go forward. So what I would like to do is do a TRAS. This is an evaluation to see where we go from here.
Wednesday.
I'm going to expedite it so you don't just sit there. We have the TRAS set for Wednesday. I'd like you to talk to them to see how we go forward, and they'll give us an analysis, and they'll, talk to you, see where you are in life, what's gone on, and give us a better indication of how to go forward. But I just don't
I'm trying to
know.
lose my job. I just found a good job. I'm learning this, what's on your table, that marble, I'm learning how to cut that and polish that. Like, it's a good job. Like, I understand I was supposed to do these things. Like, I've missed these things, and it's no apology could fix that, of course. But again, there was a lot going on in life. It's no excuse. It's no excuse to what I was supposed to do, and I knew I was supposed to do it. But it was a lot going on in life. My auntie was half the reason of me being a ride. She was my ride, and I don't have that ride. So now everywhere I do go, I do need the Metro now, which is not no deal, because now I'm doing this on my own. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't got to worry about kids. I ain't got to worry about no other jobs. I really wasn't, though, sir. I really wasn't. I was having resources. I was having y'all help me out with this, too. There's probably no proof there with that, but I was.
Be that as it may, I'm doing this TRAS. I'm going to try to get it done as quick as possible. I'm going to try to get the results as quick as possible to see how we go forward, because I just don't know.
Can I have a bond?
Yeah, I did set you a bond. I always set you a bond. I don't hold people at no bond. Very, very few instances can I really legally hold someone at no bond. But it would be foolish for me to just think that, let you out and hope that it happens again.
I
Because
really don't like coming in here. You ain't gonna see me no more. I know you can't just do it, because again, what I already did puts an image out on me that I'm not gonna do anything for it. Like, I understand.
It's reality. Perception is reality.
Yes, sir.
So we'll set you for Wednesday. I'm not going to set you. You want to set it for Friday?
Yes.
We'll set it for Friday. Hopefully we'll have a good roadmap of how to go forward on that day. And in between, we have Sean here to help you out. You can always talk to Sean. He's great for whatever you may need. And then I'll see you back on Friday.
Judge bond set at what, 10,000 right now?
It's set at codes.
How long a time I'm looking at if none of this go through?
Year.
A whole year? Great.
The reason I have it the amount that I do is because of his multiple non-appearances, multiple bond violations. I have at least probably 3 different times he failed to appear. As far as bond violations, I have,
2 of those.
yeah, 2 bond violations. So, and now a motion to adjudicate. So I really think that just bond is appropriate as how it's set now. See you Friday.
We're approaching on Mr. Jeremiah Cummings. That's the one about the deadly conduct.
I don't remember. I mean, I don't remember what I had for breakfast, so you're gonna have to refresh my memory. What happened?
Yes, sir. I'll just read the summary. On April 11, 2025, in Harris County, Texas, an officer was dispatched to a family disturbance call and met with the complaining witness. The complaining witness said that an argument occurred between her and the defendant, and that the defendant grabbed his handgun and held it in his hand as his anger intensified. The complaining witness left the apartment due to fear, returned to the apartment and contacted the sheriff's office to report the incident. When the officer approached the defendant, he stated, "I'm not talking, I'm answering questions," gathered his things and grabbed a handgun and placed it in his hand. The officer then drew a weapon and said, shoot me then. The deadly conduct, Your Honor, is alleged based on the fact that the defendant was holding the gun during the argument with the complaining witness.
Does that mean that if anyone ever gets into an argument and has a gun in their hand, that they're literally, I mean, theoretically guilty of a deadly conduct just by virtue of, and then what kind of argument can it be? What level of discourse must there be for someone to be, you know?
Right, and
That can't be the law.
Talk about this one where it's not a terroristic threat or an act and nothing was really said. It was like the point is, at her. We have also spoken.
So, I mean, think about this. Like, let's say you and I are arguing, right? And I'm mad at you and I just, you know, I get the gun just to put it somewhere else, you know?
Right. I get it. And I mean, it's not, wasn't charged as an act.
I get it, but
We have spoken to the complainant. I think I remember last time with this case, you wanted to hear from the complainant. Just before you made a PC.
do you have anything else?
She's not, from what we can see, she's not, she wants to be around him. She said he had a gun, was.
Is he here?
No,
He's not
he
here.
waived his appearance.
Right. I remember. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna find no problem.
All right. Did you want to also then speak to Mrs.
Come up, ma'am. You tested positive for meth. I can't let you go. That's just it's too much. You know, I have to revoke your bond, ma'am.
I don't do nothing, I'm prescribed.
I just tested you. You tested positive for meth.
Yes, sir, but the medication that I'm taking, that's why I've been trying to get it.
Adderall doesn't test positive for meth. Show me a study. Show me something that says Adderall tests positive for meth. But no, I don't believe that's a good. I mean, I'm in pre-trial. It's just. Have you heard of Adderall testing positive for meth?
I have not heard.
No. You're supposed to give, when you're being supervised by pretrial, you are supposed to give them any and all prescriptions that you're taking so that they can cross-reference any positives with any kind of drugs that you're taking. Adderall doesn't test positive for meth.
That's not the only thing that I'm taking, sir.
So when she was in court the first time, she really was in a blank state.
I get it. I'm not talking.
And so at that time, when I asked about all the different prescriptions, she was very like scatterbrained. She was able to provide me with the prescriptions that they gave her when she went to the hospital for the assault.
So let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. I will give, you can give that to them so they can check it out to see if there's something that will possibly test positive for meth. But I just don't think there is. You're not, I've ordered you not to use alcohol, illegal drugs, you're not to use. There may be things that happen in our lives. You're supposed to find a good way to be able to deal with, PTSD. We all have it. We all do. But you have to find a positive way to deal with things. And illegal drugs is not it, especially when you're on bond for a very serious crime. So take a seat from the jury box. I will have them check it out to see what, if anything would, but
Just for clarity for the court, she's already provided prescriptions that she has when she went to test.
I don't know, maybe she has something different. And have you looked at all those prescriptions?
I mean, all this and disclosed the two of the prescriptions.
Okay, ma'am, take a seat for me in the jury box. I know that the only reason you're doing this is to avoid jail. You can run, but you can't run forever. At some point, if you continue the way you are, you're really going to do some damage. Hopefully, not something that you kill someone, because, now you've dug yourself a little hole, but it's not so deep that you can't get out of. There are programs here where if you successfully complete this, if you apply, they grant you entry and you complete, this gets dismissed. What you're doing now is you're just pleading guilty to be done with this. I'm sure that there's no evidence that's even in. You may be found not guilty, but the evidence is not in. So you can't, this isn't Target where if you don't like it, you can just, oh, you know what, I want to change my mind. I now want to fight the case. Once you plead guilty, this goes on your record and it will be there for the rest of your life. You can never undo this plea after today. Do you understand this?
I have a question about that. For the no contest.
I'm still going to find you guilty. It's still going to reflect as a conviction on your record. You saying no contention? Most people would do that so they don't get sued in a civil court or civil matter, right? It has nothing to do with this. It's still a conviction on your record.
And we discussed that, we discussed that. And there is discovery and we're just missing a little, the station video, Your Honor.
Once you plead, there's no turning around. Are you sure you want to do this?
And I went over it extensively with her as well, Your Honor,
trust
because
you.
I had
I know.
some questions, but.
When you take a half-ass approach to things in life, you get a half-ass result.
This is the most important speech anyone in this courtroom will hear today. The judge is spelling out the permanent consequences of a guilty plea. A DWI conviction isn't just a fine. It's a $6,000 state surcharge. It's sky-high insurance rates. It's on your record forever. He's practically begging her to choose the harder path now for a better future. She's not just pleading guilty to a crime. She's pleading guilty to a lifetime of hurdles.
This will trail you for the rest of your life. Whenever you want to apply for government loans, when you want to apply for a new house, a car, when you want to get car insurance, what do you think a DWI is going to do? You have worked out an agreement that they're offering you 3 days in jail with credit for the 2 days that you've done. You give up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. That's what I was saying. Once you plead guilty, this goes on your record and it'll be there forever. Is it true or untrue that you had a .15 or above, ma'am? Someone to find that that's true? There is a $6,000 surcharge that tacks onto you when you plead guilty to a DWI. I told you there are consequences. $6,000. And if you don't pay it, every $100 you owe, you sit 1 day in jail.
Would you waive that fee, Your Honor, based on her indigency?
Why? Why would we give her yet another reward?
Because she has the issue, I think a lot of
I get it, but she's testing positive for dope that she shouldn't be. She's pleading guilty now to avoid skirt jail time. Why would another reward?
No, Your Honor.
Yes, that's exactly what we're doing.
It's not mine. I have 2 children and I take care of them. I left the shelter in Beaumont to come back to Houston so I can help my mother take care of my children. She can't do it by herself.
How on earth are you going to be taking care of children when you have this and you're testing positive for that? Why do you even have custody of kids? Don't. You need to understand that the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. In every single case that we see here with people with the issue, the apple doesn't fall far. Kids are just like their parents. They will emulate you in every single way. If you're nice, if you're smart, if you're easygoing, if you're patient, it all stems from, imagine you are the stalk of a tree, right? Your kids are the limbs. They grow straight. They grow beautiful into just grateful looking flowers. Or they can be, and this is my concern. You're testing positive for these types of things. You're taking the easy way out instead of addressing the issue head just up front. I'm telling you, if you don't, something catastrophic is going to happen. And God forbid, kids in you with your car, If you ever get pulled over in the future, the officers, the first thing they do is they look at your record. If they see that you have this DWI and you have anything remotely funky on your breath, you're acting in an abnormal state, even the faintest smell of alcohol, it's probably not going to go well for you. Do you understand? So even if you've had a sip of alcohol, don't get into a car because you're begging for trouble. Do you understand? I'm going to waive the fee for you, ma'am.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I'm going to suspend your license for 90 days. Are you sure you want to do this?
Yes, Your Honor.
You don't want more time?
I think that the situation boils down.
I won't put her into custody, but I'll expect you to do like AAs every day. If you
Did you want to do that?
want to do this, I can give you time, but I'm telling you, I'm going to test you twice a week, so I know you're not using, and I want you to do NA every single day.
Can I talk to her, Your Honor? I'm going to talk to her. I'm home.
I don't want you to rush in and make a lifetime mistake, because that's what you could be doing right now.
She would still like to go forward with her plea.
Fine. Far be it from me.
But she would like to acknowledge, though, that she did, take a deep dive into the offer, and she, appreciates that you're concerned.
Far be it from me to stop you. If that's what you want to do, then more power to you. Just understand you can only run for so long, and just don't leave a wake of destruction, because I'm going to waive it for you now. But if you pick up another DWI, it's another $6,000 fee. And from now on, it's a minimum of 30 days in jail. No more proverbial slaps on the wrist. Do you understand? And it's in the entire state of Texas. Don't matter where you go. You understand? This will trail you for the rest of your life. You can never take it off. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right. You're giving up the right to a trial, the right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. How do you plead to the offense? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty, Your Honor.
I'm going to find you guilty, sentence you to 3 days in jail, credit for 2. I'm going to find the enhancement that it's a 15 or above true. I'm going to kill your car costs so you won't owe anything. I'm going to kill the supervisory fee, but you come back. Get ready. I am suspending your license for 90 days. Do not drive until you get a license. Good luck to you.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Address bond.
Say it again.
I said I won't coming out to address on bond.
Okay.
Tyree Lucas.
You don't know if he's going to post bond?
I think so. He's probably gonna ask for it to be reinstated. His issue was he lost his paper date on it, and then he went on the clerk's website, which was good. But he typed in first name, last name, comma, first name. That he called the courthouse, got transferred, but never got an answer. And probably should have done a little bit more than that, but that is what he did. He has mental health concern, but he is back on this. He was taken this day. His mom is super involved.
That's my only other concern. I guess, like,
She's out of state, but she's very involved.
how's jail?
I have no speak for that one. It's a learning experience.
We have them for a reason. You know, we don't ask much from you. You know, the only two things we ask, we want our streets to be safe. And if you pick up a case, you got to show up to court. And when you do, good things happen. When you don't, this is what happens. Your lawyer's asking for me to reinstate your bond, and you've missed court once, which is not the end of the world. But my only other issue is I don't want to give you a bond and you go to the street. Because if you're going to the street, nothing good happens on the streets. So tell me about home. Where's he going to go? What's he going to do? I'm not letting him out to the street. I'm going to tell you that now.
He has two places he can go. He stays with his girlfriend off Broadway Street, or he can go to his grandmother who also lives in town. He was staying with his girlfriend prior to this, and
I like grandma better.
Yeah, grandma
I was
certainly better.
staying at both. For school and work, I was staying at both.
Yep, so he was staying at both, a little bit back and forth. He does staffing work, so while it's not a full-time employment, he does have jobs, but they are kind of come and go depending on the company's availability.
The terroristic threat is who? Who's the complainant?
Grocery store.
So it's not
No,
girlfriend.
no family members, stuff.
That's correct, Judge. It's at a store.
A convenience store?
Yes.
Okay, so do me a favor, please. Will you, if you don't be so kind as to reach out to grandma, if she says that he can stay there, then I will reinstate his bond. And then, but I'm going to order him to stay there. I don't want you going anywhere else, and I don't want you out in the middle of the night, and you're not to go to the store, and I don't want you to be in possession of weapons. No alcohol, no dope. Do you understand? I'm going to test you like crazy. If I reinstate your bond, it will not happen again. You get one get out of jail free card, no more. Do you understand?
I understand that.
Okay. Just go, guys, go.
Yeah. Thank you, Your Honor. Sure.
Okay, ready? Yes, sir, and also to the judge.
Do we still have YMAC available?
We do.
We are going to do this the easy way, or we're going to do this the hard way. If you think that you're just going to be able to skirt by and not do anything, it's not going to work. That's the way you've been doing things here now. For 397 days. We have available to us a boot camp that is about, 9 months?
Yes, sir.
It's called Young Men About Change. It's one of the resources that we have for those who just refuse. Look at me. I want you to hear me. And I want you to hear me loud and clear, Mr. Jones, Mr. Joseph, because so far, you've done nothing of everything that we ask you to do. It's not going to continue. Do you understand?
Sir.
What we're doing now is you are being placed on the young adult caseload. This here is an opportunity for you to literally have people bend over backwards to help you. They will help you get a job. They will help you with resources, with whatever you need. So if you're unable to follow through, it's all because of one person. You cannot blame others. It's if you really want to do it or not. And if you don't, and I'd like to keep it close because I want a status update within a month.
Okay.
To see what he's done, if anything. And if he hasn't, a motion will be filed. And Young Men About Change is a very big possibility. And I mean, I want you to understand this. Can you please let him know everything that they had said earlier as far as what all will they help?
Oh, yes. So they're going to help you get your ID. They're going to help you get rather GED readiness, or if you want to get your high school diploma, they're gonna help you with that. And then enroll you in a vocational or trade school. That's the things they're gonna help with.
No, keep it.
Mr. Joseph, a vocation or trade school is about the best thing because you can seriously make a ton of money, $20 to $30 an hour if you get the right job. You could literally be raking in the money. Thousands of dollars a month. You're charged with burglary of a motor vehicle. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine.
Dismiss the burglary judge and proceed on the unlawful carrying of weapon case.
I don't know if you understand how much they're helping you. They're dismissing the burglary case. You're going on the weapon case. Because when you have that burglary case on your record, no one hires burglars. Get it? They're literally everyone here is bending over backwards to help you. Do you understand? Forfeiture of the weapon, correct?
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
The agreement is a 9-month deferred. This is a type of probation that if you complete it successfully, you do not end up with a conviction. You give up nearly every right known to man by entering into this agreement, Mr. Joseph, where if you violate this agreement, 1 iota, a warrant for your arrest will be issued. We will have a hearing. You're looking at either a year in jail or any other whole host of possibilities, including a boot camp. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
For you to successfully complete this, you must do a thinking for a change. You have already done the TRAS, which recommended the young adult caseload, so that's why we're doing this. No drugs, alcohol, random testing, substance abuse treatment. $25 hours of community service. If you get into a trade school or vocational school, I'll waive the community service for you.
Thank you, Judge.
You must get the GED. You must get your ID card and forfeiture the weapon. Is this how you understand it? You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this agreement, there's no turning around. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
How do you plead to this offense, guilty or not guilty? I'm not going to find you guilty. I'm going to withhold that for 9 months. I'm not asking for much. Get it done. Make us proud. Be something.
Garcia?
Waive all his fees. Okay?
Alberto?
Isa.
Judge, I have Ms. Aristelsi on the docket, and she had the drug test on Friday. She was rolled to today, and it came back negative, Judge.
Yes, sir. They came back, something negative.
Well, and Judge, I've submitted the DWI PTI application and the character letters. I'm just waiting to hear back.
Fantastic. Great job.
Trying to.
That's awesome. No, great. That makes me very happy. That's awesome. Good job. So just keep it up. One day at a time, you know? And we all get stressed out. I have a friend that punches trees when he gets so upset, right? His calcified knuckle looks like it's gross, but that's what he does. Everybody has an out. Find it. Something.
Trust me, your head is in my mind every time.
Like productive, helping perhaps exercise. That's what I do. I have 4 kids. They drive me up the freaking wall every single day, but I run. That's how I deal with it. Great job. So, you want to?
We're gonna get a standard reset, Judge, and
Sure. You're going to get tested again, so just be careful, right?
we can schedule the TRAS now, but she's not been approved yet. I guess we might want to wait for her to be approved, or?
Yeah, I'd probably say so, because now we're seeing a lot more denials than ever.
Oh, we are? Okay.
So, yeah, I don't want to.
Put the cart before the horse. Right.
Yeah, can we waive the fee?
They'll have to do like a financial affidavit and all that.
Just to waive the fee on the TRAS?
Oh, I can waive the fee on the
Okay,
TRS.
please, yeah. Let's wait regardless, because I don't want you to have to go through this whole dog and pony show if not. So let's set it like 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
Sure.
And we'll come back and we'll see if it's.
See if we get a response. Okay, I'll do that, Judge. Can you just have her take
Thank you,
that?
Judge. My son follows you on TikTok. I don't want him to see me out there.
Just take a seat real
Thank
quick.
you.
Hey, Judge, I have one more. This is an off docket. If I can give you the cause number.
All right, you were Mr. Jefferson. Mr. Jefferson, you're charged with tampering with a government record. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir. Okay.
On April 21st, 2025, in Harris County, Texas, an officer observed a motor vehicle with temporary tags and ran the tags through the TCIC NCIC database and came back with no record. Traffic stop was conducted and the defendant was identified by his Texas driver's license. The man said the purchased the tags from a dealer off Business Street for $95. The officer went back to the patrol vehicle and ran them through the database and found that the vehicle did not have valid insurance and that the marks in the vehicle returned showed registration invalid, salvage vehicle title issued, and salvage vehicle title damaged, making the vehicle unsafe for the roadway. The officer also,
You're saying it was salvaged?
yes, sir.
Okay.
I'm sorry. The officer also noted that the QR code on the temporary tag scanned back to tagstexasdmv.com, which is not a Texas government affiliated website. When the officer went to detain the defendant, he tried to backtrack and said that he bought the car and never bought the tag. The officer also ran the vehicle's VIN through Carfax and thought the vehicle had a salvage shuttle.
All right. Mr. Jefferson, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. Can you see if he has a valid license, please?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you do not have a valid Texas driver license and liability insurance, you're not allowed to drive. And that is a condition of your bond. If I find that you do, I will put you in jail. No more PR bonds. Do you understand?
So,
He doesn't have an eligible license.
Okay, I don't care what you're doing. If you want to drive, just go get insurance. Imagine you get into an accident, you kill someone, they're going to come after you for
I
$50,000.
already got it.
Just stop. You have the ability to hire a lawyer, Mr. Jefferson. Okay, we're going to give you an application. I'll look to see whether you qualify. I need to know everything about you, whether you're working, what kind of money you make, and then I'll see whether you qualify. We're going to have bond conditions created for you. Do not leave until you sign them. So for now, I'll have you go to Victoria Center Reset. He's going to give you an application, then we'll just take a seat from the bridge your box. Good morning, Ms. Santos. Ma'am, you're charged with assault causing bodily injury. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you.
Yes.
Oh, no, it's an assault of a family member.
Yes, sir.
Right? Okay, yeah, sorry.
On April 21st, 2025, in Harris County, Texas, officers were dispatched with an assault in progress call. The officer arrived and made contact with the complaining witness who stated that the defendant and him are in a dating relationship. The complaining witness stated that the defendant caught him watching pornography and got angry. The complaining witness said that the defendant started to argue with him, and that's when the complaining witness tried to leave the defendant and bit him in the chest, causing pain. The complaining witness advised that the complaining witness trashed the apartment and would not let him leave. The defendant admitted to trashing the apartment and said that she was upset because she found naked women on the complaining witness's computer.
Okay. Ms. Santos, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with your case. There's a protective order that has been issued in this case. I would get to know it. If you do something to violate the protective order, the state can and probably will file a violation of protective order against you. It's one of the worst cases you can pick up. Do we know whether he wants to have contact with her? State.
Just a moment, Your Honor. So we've not been in contact with the complaining witness yet, Your Honor. We've
Okay.
attempted to reach out, but
I don't know if he wants to have contact with you, so until I know, I'm ordering you not to have any contact with him. You're also not to be in possession of weapons. Do you understand, man? If you violate these conditions, a warrant for your arrest will be issued. You will go into custody and walk your bonds. Do you have the ability to hire a lawyer?
Yes.
Okay. I can appoint you a lawyer today. So what I'll do is I'll have you go to Victoria Center, reset. After that, I'm going to have you take a seat in the jury box. We will create bond conditions for you. Do not leave until you sign them, and then we'll have you talk to a lawyer shortly, miss. Please, I already have them. If you bring your client up, we need to have them sign.
Well, he did already. He signed already.
Oh, you did? Okay, did you sign? Okay, come on up. You know, one day, it may not be today, may not be tomorrow. One day, you're going to say, why didn't I get that thing done? You had the opportunity to get this thing dismissed, and now you will end up taking, now you will end up taking a conviction. This will go on your record. It will be there for the rest of your life. Even after you die, it's still going to be there. The next time you get pulled over, first thing an officer does, they're going to look at your record. They see this DWI, they roll up to your window, they smell alcohol or dope. It's probably not going to go well. Do you understand? From now on, what we're doing today, no more proverbial slaps on the wrist. It's a minimum of 30 days in jail for any new cases that you pick up. Not to mention that, you pick up another DWI, it's a surcharge of around $6,000. And if you don't pay it, every $100 you owe, you will sit 1 day in jail. Do you understand? You're giving up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement. You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this agreement, like I said, this will go on your record. It's going to be there for the rest of your life. There is also a $3,000 surcharge that tacks onto this. Is your client indigent, Mr. Boyd?
The owner is, it appears, because he's not been able to even pay the attorney's fees. So I believe it is.
What do you do for a living?
I'm self-employed, I do wood fencing.
You're allowed to make mistakes, Mr. Soto.
Yeah.
But when you make mistakes that you endanger other people's lives, we really rain down on you and we bring the pain. So if you want to get lit, if you want to have 32 beers, 52 shots of tequila, don't get into a car. For $40, one button will take you wherever you want to go. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Have you pleaded this offense guilty or not guilty? I'm going to find you guilty. I'm going to sentence you to 3 days in jail, give you credit for the 2 days that you've done. I'm going to suspend your license for 180 days. I'm now going to waive the $3,000 fee that would normally apply to you. But I'm going to tell you, you come back with another one. It's a minimum of 30 days in jail and a $6,000 fee. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Good luck. Please see the clerk. James, what happened?
So apparently, Ms. Arisdelsi was denied PTI because of her bond violations. They have a brand new case note in there. So I'm gonna email Ms. Geis and see if there's any way, what'd you say, Judge?
I'm going to appeal it.
Judge, if there's any, maybe more additional character letters
Whatever you need to do.
Okay.
I mean, it's not old, right?
Right, I think it's a couple.
It's all, so take your time.
Yes, Judge, I'm gonna see if there's any way we can work around that. I've actually, this is the first time I've encountered denials for bond violations, but I guess they do that.
Time I've seen it too.
Okay, Judge, and I have one more whenever you're ready.
What is it?
It's a 253-1383. Judge, this is Mr. Hubler. I don't know if you remember this one, Judge. He's here. He has a warrant out. I believe the offer was for him to.
Come on, Mr. Hubler.
Yes, he had completed his drug rehab, and the offer was originally, if they'll honor the same offer, was to dismiss it with completion of drug rehab.
Mr. Hubler comes when Mr. Hubler wants to come.
Well, Judge, he was in drug rehab.
I didn't have access to a phone.
Show me. Let me see.
This is the big one.
And if you look at his mugshot, he looks a lot different now.
7 months clean.
Good job.
Thanks, sir.
Great.
I'm planning on working for the Salvation Army to help other people to get clean and sober and keep myself clean and sober.
Great job. Really. Great. You know, we just need to know where you are. I get it. So you don't have to say anything. I get it. And I'll recall the warrant. Do you mind?
And he did have me approach off docket, but he was in warrant status. He wasn't here, but he did have me try to address it without him present.
Good job.
While he was in drug.
Yeah, I'm proud of you. One day at a time. Just keep up the good work. We're behind you. We want to support you as much as we can, and of course, we're going to recall the warrant.
That's what I was trying to see if we can do our original.
I'm going to see if Blaze will, because you probably need to speak to Blaze about that.
Yes, just hang tight with us. I'm going to have him talk to the chief, see where we go from here. Oh, it's not an adoption. It's
No, Judge, it's off.
just hang tight.
Thank you. I can give you that.